So much junk mail.
You know, I wouldn't throw that out. That's pretty important.
Oh my God. How did you get in here?
The census is a once-in-a-decade opportunity that affects everything in our lives.
I'm sorry, do you live in this building?
The whole point of the census is that every person gets counted, adults and children, citizens and non-citizens. It's literally in the Constitution.
Is that the real Constitution?
No.
Okay. It says John Adams on there.
For every person that gets counted in the census, that decides how many representatives we get and where dollars get spent on things like social services, healthcare, and roads.
So why is that a bad thing?
Oh, that's the good news. The bad news is that the Trump administration wants to add the question, are you a citizen, to the census?
So what's wrong with asking people if they're citizens?
Well, the administration itself estimates that putting that question on will cause 6.5 million people not to respond to the census. Just to put that in perspective, if you put all those people together, they would be our 16th largest state, more people than the population of Tennessee.
Arizona, Tennessee.
It would be like if all of those people went poof.
Okay, that was very spooky. But wait, why don't they just answer the question?
Well, they should. Census responses are by law supposed to be confidential. But can you really blame people, especially immigrants and people with immigrants and their families, if they don't really feel like sharing that information with this administration?
I guess not. I mean, I don't even like checking on Facebook anymore. But look, let's say these people are cut out. They're just numbers. I mean, how does that really affect people's lives?
Well, census data are used to decide how many seats that each state gets in Congress. And if this question stays on there, then states like California and Texas and Florida, New York, Illinois, Arizona are all likely to lose a seat in Congress and a vote in the Electoral College.
Okay, I know that's bad.
Well, it gets worse. Census data are used to allocate $900 billion in federal funds annually for things like schools and healthcare and roads.
I am constantly driving on roads.
And local governments use census data to plan for things like natural disasters, earthquakes and hurricanes.
A meteor hitting the Earth.
Yeah.
Yes, because if that happens, we're done. Have you seen Armageddon?
Yeah.
Yes.
The most important thing to think about are your neighbors, your friends, your family members. The citizenship question isn't about just a line on a form. It's about whether or not everyone in America counts. If this question is allowed to go forward,
Then immigrants all over the country are going to be freaking out when someone from the government knocks on their door to ask a question about citizenship.
that's right. And the ripple effects could be enormous. Our communities
We'll lose political representation.
Exactly, and that's exactly what the Trump administration wants. They added this question knowing it went against the advice of the last 5 census directors and knowing that it would harm communities all across America.
And make us less safe when a meteor hits the Earth.
Sure.
Wait, how do you know all this?
Because we're arguing this case in the Supreme Court this month.
Wait, who are you?
I'm Dale Ho. I'm the director of the ACLU Voting Rights Project. Oh, this is my stop. Have a good day.
Yeah. Good luck, Dale. Have you heard about the census? Yeah, it's crazy shit.